French press, ready to go. I usually pour over all the beans, get them all wet, and then I will stir it. Have anything to stir with. Don't judge me on my stirring utensil here. We are not fully outfitted. I could be stirring with one of those champagne knives, but they're not unpacked. She just unpacked one for her ice cream. And there you have it. Let it steep. Skip the with lemon water routine this morning. Oh, I need coffee. Hot stove. Good morning, my love. Good morning, my love. How'd you sleep, lady friend?
How to sleep? I'm getting there. Getting used to it. I think I like sleeping on this side better.
On the wall side?
No.
Oh, you like that side better?
Yeah,
Take
because of the kids coming in the middle of the night.
Yeah, the wall was good for me.
It's hard when I flip the baby to that side.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we need to lay pillows on the ground.
Well, I had that on the ground, so.
Okay.
How did
French
you
press
sleep?
is coming up, folks.
Oh, you're making coffee first.
Just for the birds and the bees, okay?
Yeah, that went straight to it.
Late night.
Yeah.
Oh, I see myself in the mirror. You want to see something?
Freedom Tower. Just there.
Do the Martin Luther King thing. Start a dream team.
Say we got a dream team here.
That's right. And you the captain, girl. You the coach. Coach Carter. Huh? What's your greatest fear, girl?
I'm just falling in this whole thing.
Gotta put this on over.
Gotta-
And there's solar panels on my roof, Dada. Maybe if I put solar panels on my hair, the sun will make it grow.
Why don't you try it out? You might be onto something, girl. Oh, welcome back, Mama.
Hello.
I thought you ran away on me.
I would have at least got dressed.
You could have bought clothes and just got dressed somewhere else.
News article: deranged mother left in her night clothes.
Oh, mother of 7 seen fleeing the scene of her RV.
In her night clothes with her cup of coffee in hand. Thanks, Billy, for giving me a leg up.
Sometimes Caroline went to the harbor with her mother. She liked to see all the flags and banners waving in the breeze. But she was worried when she heard about people talking about the war with Great Britain.
So this was my first time getting ready all by myself in a month. It was amazing. Darin gave me that little gift this morning. We need to get better about introducing people that we're meeting up with or seeing. Sorry about that. I know a lot of people have said, can you guys tell us who's who, or, give us, yes, more context. Sorry. So today, Darin's mom is unexpectedly coming in town. This is so exciting. So she wanted us to come and see her in Nashville, which is like 2.5 hours away, but to take the RV and the kids and not really have anywhere to park, it wouldn't have worked out. So what's amazing is she was able to jump in the car with her grandsons and nephew, and so we get to see like our nephews and cousins, so more family. Amazing. So they're coming in from Nashville today, and so I got to get ready, which is just delightful. And I am having my own little breakfast time, which is this cold pressed green juice from Trader Joe's. We'll see how it is. And for me, being pregnant, I do a couple things. I try to consistently Saiwan brush in the morning with hot water or hot milk, and then Shilajit, which I'm taking Shilajit tablets today from, what is their name? Shoot, cut this part out there. Oh my goodness. Why am I blanking? I'll have to say who her name is. It's called Madaniah. Madaniah Shelaji, which in Hebrew means gift from God. Wow. Mitigate stress. From Mitigate Stress. So, and anyway, so I'm going to take that and get ready, get back in and see the kids. But thank you to my amazing husband for my TLC this morning, which was just showering and fully getting ready. That is a gift to a mom, really. That is like my self-care. Once a month, but it's so enjoyed whenever I get it.
Is our national anthem.
Okay, well, here is my unpaid review of the Trader Joe's cold pressed green juice. Not my favorite. It really tastes like celery, but celery is the second ingredient. It is dominating it, but I will tell myself it's good for me. It is, but you know, it's just not really my favorite. But we'll see. I bought another one from Whole Foods, so we'll see how that is. I love cold pressed green juices. They are my favorite, but maybe Trader Joe's is not my favorite. But, you know, hey, doing the right thing is not always the best thing or easy thing.
You eating a pancake taco?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You eat one too?
Mama will teach you all the ways.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a pancake taco ever. Right there? That's nice.
Oh, here you go.
Yum.
Dada?
Yeah, can I have a pancake taco?
Yeah.
No, I'm getting right here.
Uh-oh. You can't
Hey,
push with your
Gabriella.
pancake taco.
Papa, I figured it out.
She figured it out. There's a science to this pancake taco.
I figured it out. You don't put the maple syrup on the peanut butter. It will slide right off. You put it on the pancake and allow it to absorb. And then you put peanut butter and make it
syrup for?
because you can't have a pancake without maple syrup. Do you
I
know
can't
that?
remember the last time I had pancake with maple syrup.
What do you do, peanut butter and applesauce?
I love peanut butter and applesauce.
Oh, Salem. Caught
What
red-handed.
precisely are you doing there,
I
Salem?
think he's baking.
Hey, Papa,
Let's
I
let's not do that, bud.
still failed.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right,
I
good.
got this maple syrup
Thanks, bud.
that is infused with a vanilla bean in there. Put it in your coffee today. It's so delicious.
I could try that.
Gabriella, throw it again.
Do it to me. Okay. Roll it this way. 4.
All right, let me throw it. Let me throw it. You ready? Scoot back. Scoot back. You ready, say? No! Almost. Let me do it again. All right, one more time with Dada. Scoot back and then you can do it. You ready?
I hope I do it.
Ah! Oh,
Hit it.
you did, almost.
Put it. All
All right, Gabriella's turn.
Ready? Yeah. Go this way.
Wait, Salem. Don't hit it on the ground, bud.
Ready?
She's gonna pick it up and throw it again. That's too far, Gabriella. All right, let me do it. Nice throw, Gabs.
It almost hit my pad in there.
All right, you're gonna hit this one. You ready? All right, pay attention to it. Here it is. Yes! Nice hit, Salem! Home run! You gotta go get it. Right there. Right there. And then they'll come in.
I'm behind you.
I guess not. They're not behind the building.
Oh, they're hiding.
They're so shy.
No, they're playing.
Oh, they're playing?
Yeah, well, meaning playing with you. They're hiding.
Where's my dress?
They're hiding.
I had a different outfit thinking we were going to the aquarium.
I know. Yeah, I thought we were
Then I
too.
was like, since we're not, I can be a little cute for a
Yeah.
little while. I'm always in place though.
They'll come in and eat.
Well, you know they're playing with them. Yeah.
You know how they gotta warm up.
I would chase them.
Addie,
My right leg
you didn't bring. What kind of
What craziness you talking about?
Horseopoly?
torn ACL or surgery. I had surgery for it. I was the one who like painted him and like used my imagination. He was the one who was like
Are they inside? Yeah. Real focused on that.
So Dexter, I got a message for him.
Dexter said,
Yeah.
trivia question of the day.
Dexter
What
is Darin's uncle.
favorite word on these videos? And then I said, what?
No, and then he said what? Yeah.
Whoever guessed,
Is it Golly Day?
no, will get $100.
Okay, Darren. What's your favorite word?
What's your favorite word?
It's just one word?
No, yeah, and you
That
say
you
it.
said the most.
He said you've said it
He
136
said it's over
times.
136 times that he said it in these videos.
Favorite
And he's on number 8.
My favorite word. Babe? Is it? Awesome.
Awesome. He said, tell Darren to get a new word. Nobody, I said nobody
That
would
is
know that unless they binge watched it.
That is hilarious.
Isn't that funny? I would have never caught it.
Yeah, I say that a lot.
Yeah. And that's my word too. I text it a lot and I say it a lot.
Your mama said that's her word.
That's something.
All right, I'll come up with a new word, Dex. Next to next. I can't use any words you would want me to use, but I'll come up with a family-friendly word.
Yeah, exactly.
And help me come up
He
with
said they're Uncle Rufus and Aunt Sarah and Aunt Dessa and Uncle Sammy. That's who they are.
Yes,
Hi.
Gabriella. Mercy. What's
Hi,
your name?
Mercy.
Oh my goodness.
It's her fault. It's her fault. Monica gets so mad when I tell these kids the wrong name.
Because I do it all the
It is
time.
her.
I called Cameron
She gets
3
that.
names this morning before I got his name. It's
a new
crazy.
name.
But I used to do that
Hello,
to my
Amelie.
kids though, Monica. And I would say, DeAndre, go get me a drink of water, a cup of water. And Darin would be the one I'm talking to. And they'll just sit there. I said, did you not hear me? Yeah, I heard you. You said DeAndre, not me. I'm Darin.
That's what we did.
And that's
we
what
played a game out of that thing.
Oh my goodness. Now that you're a parent and we can document this, what is the most valuable parenting skill your mama gave you?
Gave me?
Yeah. This is an interview between you and your mom, Nanny.
I know what it is.
Optimism and always seeing, just looking for the positive part of any situation.
And patience.
She had to
at the
have
same-
extreme delusion to even wake up and continue any day of her life. But that delusion I learned when I became a parent and an adult. Before I became a parent, I just learned she had just extreme optimism and positivity and whatever. So I don't know. I think that's the thing that, you know, my other brothers, well, DeAndre mostly, he's very, you know, he bends to the realistic side of things, the engineer brain.
Right.
I call
He's
him
like
GE.
He's just practical and it's realistic and it's true. But me, I'm just delusional. I'm like out there in space, and it's from her.
Yeah, like me and DeAndre's like,
It's
as he
from
got
her.
older, he was like, you used to always tell us you're gonna do this and that, but we knew mostly it might not happen, but you just
Yeah,
was
you
just
said it.
optimistic it's gonna happen
gonna do
anyway. So he's just like straightforward. I'm not gonna say it unless I can
Yeah,
do
unless
it.
you
I'm
can
not
do it.
gonna.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But you know, I guess I've learned to pull from both ends too because I'm extremely practical. But It's just I have a different lens through my practicality. It's not a glass half empty lens. It's a glass half full. So I think it manifests itself differently. But if me and DeAndre sat down and had a 2-hour conversation, he would realize I'm just as practical as him. But I just have a different lens. So
Different lens.
Which is crazy because I can think of business people that are super practical and they have to live in that, but then they're super positive. So
yeah. So that'd be
So it's not delusion, yeah.
No, it's not delusion.
Other people just think it's
From the outside
delusional.
in, it looks delusional.
Yeah.
And it just looks like, whatever. But once you pull the hood up and really dissect it, you'll be like, oh, wow, this guy's really practical. But he just has a different outlook on life, which is fine. Everybody has a different
Good
outlook.
on that too.
So now that you are a grandparent and we're parents, what do you look back and, tell parents like us? What are your regrets or things that you're like, man, I wish somebody just told me that was a grandparent that had lived through parenting. And you were a single mom, so it's like that's epically more stressful than like a nuclear family that has two
the
parents.
only regrets is that I didn't have the time with my kids that I wished I had. So a lot of that you feel guilty about when they're older, because I had to work so much, and I couldn't give them the time that they really need. Or you may have a child that's special that needed more time, but because they weren't the ones that needed you the most, you tend to get to the ones that needed you the most.
Yeah.
So it's just like trying to structure your time where you spend time with each child. Like I tell you with Addie, she's the oldest, so y'all need mommy Addie time, daddy Addie time. Pull her away from that 6 siblings or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only regrets I have. And
I think it's interesting that you say, your regrets that you didn't have time, because it's crazy. It's so funny when you're a parent, you're just in this bubble. You don't really have proper perspective, period. So unless you have a grandparent lens that's family or someone that loves you this close that can speak into that lens, you really can't really assess the type of parent you were until you're out of it.
until you're out of
And
it.
so it's funny how you say, I regret that I didn't have that much time. Well, what's funny is, as a kid, I can sit here and tell you, all we had was time. We woke up, we went to
Because she worked at your school.
And
we
the
were with her
blessing of it.
24/7. We woke up, we went to open the school, we did the preschool, and then we did the school, and then we did the after school, and then we cleaned
But it
together.
wasn't the personal time.
But it wasn't what you thought time. But
Yeah.
but that's so interesting that parents think time is this one functionality where I'm sitting at a table with you and we're drawing or we're doing something. But what I'm trying to tell you is, so you don't ever have regret after this conversation, is I had more time with you than 99% of kids would have time with a working
And that's
parent.
true with a working parent.
Because
That's true.
we literally and then for me, when she was going somewhere, I was the only one that wanted to go. I guess they were older, so she probably had to take me, and I was probably crazy. It's like Salem, we're not going to leave Salem. We got to take them. It's not like, I want to spend time with you. We just got to take them so the function, it works in the house.
Yeah.
But, so that was me as the kid. I
Yep.
always went
Yeah.
everywhere, across town, in town, wherever.
So this
And
is good for you
My
to
summer
look back.
camps, he was my worker,
Yeah, so all I had was time with
my
her.
summer camps. He was the one that did all that. And we
Yeah.
used to always say,
Yeah.
when I get older,
Yeah,
and you
we
get
always
older,
talk about-
we're gonna open up
Yeah.
a program for kids.
24/7.
We always wanted to do
That's
that.
the optimism that I was talking about. We
And
always
so,
dreamed about what we
To
were
that
doing.
fact, DeAndre now asks me when I was in Florida, would you like to come here and open a day?
That's crazy.
What?
That's crazy.
Because they want to
Yeah,
start
yeah.
seeing something of their own instead of being away so much in
Yeah.
corporate work.
Totally.
I said, well, I tell you what, Narissa's a nurse with a master's. You're an engineer
With a master's.
with a master's. Why don't y'all open a senior home, have maybe 8 patients, or a day home where you bring them in and out? I said, because I don't know if Nanny could do kids.
Yeah, because then you're like, then I can come to that, and y'all can take care. Y'all want me to
Nice.
watch the kids. You need to watch me now. I got you. She's a lot smarter in business than most people would think.
Yes.
So
Tell you
anyway,
what,
so that's funny. So that's interesting. So I'm glad we could clear that. clear that piece for you.
Well, that helps
to
you
know that,
because
like,
you
all we
get
had
a little
was time.
frustrated when Salem has to come with us.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying it's the same thing with Salem. So now I know what she was doing, but also I wanted to go because that's all I knew. I was always with her.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So, like,
and so-
Salem
Even though I had 3 others that didn't want to go.
Yeah, so it's just like, but
We don't want to go.
perspective.
We see you all the time.
But this is why it helps, so you don't. I'm in this bubble, and then now she's telling the story of whatever, and then I just remember driving all over town with her, and I'm like, well, yeah, it was probably 2 reasons because we were always together. Salem, he's always been with us.
Yeah.
And then I just couldn't stay at home with them because they would
Yeah.
have to strap me
Oh,
down.
they would have to strap. They would have to strap him down too. So
Also Salem.
yeah,
number four. So that's how
yeah,
it is.
that is something.
That's how it is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
in the DNA.
Oh,
So
my
like
goodness.
even, and I was so blessed to have them with me from daycare all the way
That
through
was all
8th
the way.
grade.
Yeah, considering how many jobs you had to
And
work,
then-
that's huge.
It was
I
a
was
blessing and a
offered-
curse because if I messed up, here
Yeah.
comes Belinda Bradford, aka
Embarrassing
Nanny.
Belinda's
everybody. Embarrassing everybody.
Yeah, boy, straight
But
up.
then Dante and DeAndre are getting ready to go to Academy High School, and I'm offered a job to come with Mr. Louis.
Yeah. Yeah.
My principal was going to the high school.
Yeah, so that's
And
great.
Dante and DeAndre looked at me and like, Mama, please don't follow us to high school. But I probably financially would have been better off if I had did that,
Yeah.
especially with the laundry.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah.
But I said, okay.
Oh, so you didn't go?
Oh, yeah,
I didn't go.
Oh, wow.
I just
Okay.
said, okay, they won't.
You didn't
Yeah,
follow
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Wow.
You could have
That
came
would
to
have been
SVA.
hard.
I tried to tell
But
you.
then on the other hand,
tried
you
to
two wanted me to
tell
come to SBA.
Yeah. Darren
So-
tried.
Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
And that's that thing as a parenting thing, because I didn't know all this growing up, but now that I'm talking through these stories, and these are our kids, they want to sleep in our room, they want to do all these things.
And what
So
I tell
me
you
going
about
to
that,
SVA was like great. They need a daycare. It was a business thing. This is the best person to ever deal with kids. Sean's, a dreamer. We're all dreamers. And so it was that, but it was also, I'm now 9 hours away from the person I spent every waking moment with. So, but I didn't know that psychologically. That was the reason why I'm like, hey, move to Virginia, so it's twofold. But
and you've
it's
been
just
trying to
crazy.
get me to move ever since, but
because the
roadblocks in my life that I chose is making it so hard for that to happen, because that's really what I want to happen.
But it all works out in the end.
Yeah, and I have hope and faith that it's going to all work out in the
We
end.
will.
Optimism.
So you said you had the patience of the saints. You say that now,
You have to have
or did you
patience.
have that as a parent?
I did. I have lots of patience. I have lots of that. Is
I'm saying when your kids were young,
Yeah.
were you the same way?
maybe not when they were so young when my husband first left,
Yeah.
because I was so messed up.
Yeah.
there was
Yeah,
that.
that's
But
adjustment
once
period.
I got over that,
She had
then
to.
I focused a different way.
She had to.
And I had so much low self-esteem at that time. You know, when
Yeah.
you're stripped of a whole family and you think this person is like God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
You
everything.
Look at
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
and then I'm left with this. I was angry, low self-esteem, all these kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I
can't
said,
imagine.
either I'm gonna get it together
Yeah.
of what I've been reared to know, which is Jesus, and get some help to overcome this. And now it's just like, did I ever live that life?
Yeah.
I can't even comprehend it. It's funny to me, you know?
Yeah.
That's wild. And that you raised 4 amazing boys that are not statistics. They're all, just amazingly successful in their different rights, and they all have kids and families. And
Yeah. It's crazy.
yeah, it is. Everybody's married.
And
And
people say, how did you do it? I just say, God. There's no other word for it.
Yeah, I mean that's when.
Finance, God. Kids,
Yeah.
God.
And that's when the
Work, God.
Yeah, that's when the Bible just becomes super practical. Like people just, read these verses and they think they're just out here in space, and it's just like that's literally like the verse that says what the devil meant for evil, like in
God
Joseph's
can
life.
make for good.
Like his brothers sell him into a pit, and he's a slave, and then he's working as a slave, and he's working for Potiphar, and then he's in prison, then he's working for Pharaoh, and so it's like whatever happens in somebody's life, like there is an opportunity set in motion, like gravity. Like you jump off of anything, whether it's a building or a step, you're gonna fall. That is set in motion, gravity. And so is the principle of whatever the devil tries to bring, that he's trying to destroy you or tear you apart or destroy your whatever it is, your life, your family, whatever. What he meant for evil, God can every single time
Make
turn
it
around
good.
and make it good.
Yeah.
And that's what he did with our life. I mean,
Which
we
is crazy
literally-
because then like God gets the glory. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yes,
It's not.
nothing.
It's
else.
not the glory to the devil.
That's why it's
though.
just
like,
like,
oh,
no. Yeah.
you ruined my life. Oh, you did that. Look
Yeah.
at all the.
It's just like, how'd you do it? The clouds, that Bible verse. The dirt, we can give you a million stories of like living in places that's just stomping on ground, so erosion.
Yeah.
Like we got but the clouds is like there's a principle set in motion that
And
no
like
matter
you-
what happens.
And like you say,
we can make
it's
it-
not something that you yourself can plan.
No.
You just gotta look and watch and listen
you just-
and follow it.
Yeah.
Well, and that's so that's probably where your glass half full
Yeah.
optimism
You have to have
like made it as a mom.
Yeah,
Because
you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you were
Because if I had kept going the opposite
Oh,
way,
you just been finished.
oh wow.
So that's it. It's that.
I happen to have shut the camera off. If you could please say that
Soon as
again.
you say- then he found my daughter-in-law
When
Monica.
I found you, and that's a different
When your
story
mom
for a
said,
different
"No,
day.
I'm not coming for the daycare," you said, "All right."
Yeah, I gotta find me my mama. So
Yep,
That's just-
that's
then
the
I saw
truth.
Monica, or Monica saw me. How does the story? What side of the story you want to tell?
Oh, did you want a piece of sourdough with goat cheese and blueberries?
I love cheese.
Oh my goodness. So
But I
good,
want
Emily.
I want plain.
Okay, I will ask you before I make your plate what you want. I'll make sure to. These are those sweet peas that Tim grew in his garden that year, and we ate them.
Everything but me.
Girlfriend, I will not give you the meat. Don't worry. I spy with my little eye.
Yeah. I don't want to spy this.
Well, here's another reality of living in an RV. You have to take care of all of your byproducts of the world. Gray water, black water, all the things we just typically flush away and don't think about.
Yep. It's a pretty crappy job. You don't ask me.
Dude, would you rather do this or compost buckets?
You being for real? I mean, are you being for real? If you want me to be honest, neither. I like the flush, but compost all day long.
Yeah, I think honestly compost for me.
All day long.
Yeah.
You still got the gray water issue, which
Yeah, but I think the liquid is just yuck. What can I help with? I'll put this phone down.
just sit there and look pretty. Don't leave me, and we're gonna be okay.
I would never. We've been through much worse
Yeah. Crap. Been through it.
My favorite thing about coming to Nana and Baba's house is that Nana is from Sri Lanka, and there's a culture of tea in this home, and Nana has a special tea. It has fresh ginger cut up in it, steeped with the tea bags, which is usually Ceylon tea. Ceylon tea is from Sri Lanka, so this is how she was raised, with powdered milk and cream and sugar, all in this delicious creamy cup of tea. And so there is nothing like it. Nana's tea is just Nana's tea, and it is in a standalone category. It is not really like tea, so. Correct? Don't you guys love Nana's tea? Yes! It's one of the best things about coming here. Well, I didn't ask if you wanted one.
I want some tea with this stuff in it.
That is powdered milk.
Not powdered milk, the stuff that makes it that color.
Yeah, but that's how Nana makes it. So you add powdered milk and my raw milk. That's chaperone. And I just made a charcuterie plate for the whole family. I don't know why I didn't take a video of that. It was so beautiful.
Hi.
Hi. Mercy has started saying hi. 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 So whenever I'm pregnant, especially, Nana's tea just hits the spot with all the fresh ginger. It is an unbelievable delight. She steeps it in this big thick thermos so it stays hot. It's on the bar whenever we want it. And I had a coffee this morning and now I'm having a tea after lunch. And that is kind of the color consistency at the end of it. It's delicious.
I'm taking that one.
Full auntie status right there.
I am getting that one.
You are?
Yep. I know.
We just talked about the beach, and here we are.
And now that one.
All right, hang on.
Thank you, Auntie Lucky.
Papa likes a plain donut.
I'm this one.
Auntie Noosh likes a powdered donut. Right, put those aside.
That's what I'm this one.
Yeah.
Dada will take
This
place.
one?
But
Okay, here you go. You sit right there and eat, okay?
Sit down. Say thank you,
thank you.
You're welcome.
little man.
Allegra.
Which one do you want, Allegra?
This one?
What is that one?
It might have like a
That looks like a
glaze.
raspberry with chocolate.
What are you,
All she saw was bright pink, so
what are
that's
you
what
going
she
after?
needed.
Mr. Brantley.
Brantley, which one's talking to you?
Ah, nice.
I think this might be an Oreo one.
That kind of
My little lefty boy. My little lefty. I'm in the sun. Oh! Catch this one.
I'm coming for you.
Where is this kid going? Oh my goodness. I still got it, I guess. Oh, that was yours, Chapman. Can't pass me. Jump and throw. All right, this is it, Chapman. Perfect throw. You gonna catch it? All right. Horrible throw. Oh, Dada.
Noise.
Yeah, buddy.
This is gonna be for the new baby.
Christmas and what?
Hers.
Oh, that's the new baby.
On the table or something.
I thought when she said new baby, I thought she was talking about Mercy. We're having another baby.
Oh, thanks, Darin.
I literally thought Mercy. That is hilarious.
Me too. I thought,
Yeah,
I thought
listen,
it meant mercy.
too soon. But that be Mercy.
Yeah.
If I had shipped it, you would have knew that was yours. This is Chapman.
Oh,
that is
Chapman.
so cool.
Look, Addie, what I found you to put in your room.
Oh my goodness. We
I found
can
a
hang it in the
heart.
RV. You have one in your room.
That is
No, I know where I'm gonna put it.
Okay, good.
This is the favorite Christmas book for everybody.
Oh, Christmas
You read
books.
it
We
next
love
year.
Christmas books.
And Salem, where are you?
Oh
You're gonna love it. It has all kind of lights and everything on it.
What do you guys tell Nanny?
Thank you.
This is awesome. I cannot wait to show you how that works.
Now,
Oh my goodness gracious. How do you even work
Dad probably have to see if you need a battery in
What's in
it.
there? Can I open it? Can I open it? Love that. Love that. Good for
Oh,
the
yeah,
basic.
battery.
Look, these pants go.
Mom,
Oh,
take
look,
that
it
off.
goes with it.
I'm thinking this has to come off.
Let me see.
You have got to
Where's
give
the
me
box?
another.
Damon,
Oh, we might get you the best stuff.
Where's the box?
Oh my goodness, look at this outfit. How
Where's the
cute
box?
is this?
The box for the car?
Yeah,
It's on the table over there.
so that he can then
She got you the put
Dada.
it needs batteries though.
Oh my
The batteries
goodness.
should be in there.
She buys you the best clothes,
She
Allegra.
has just hooked the gift up. This is amazing.
We had no clothes for these kids for this trip.
Those are so cute.
Yeah, I love it.
That is adorable. That is adorable. I mean, Nanny shops knowing exactly y'all's style. Look at this. Y'all's style. That is so cute.
Oh, Mama.
Let me see. Oh my goodness. That is a big
I know he
shirt.
likes shirts like
Yes,
that.
he does. Darin. We learned the hard way.
Yeah, we have to build something for that little ledge there for the baby. Until now, anywhere a chair. It can go anywhere.
You come and see Nanny.
Hey, Mercy.
I just made some.
Here.
I love Nanny's spaghetti.
Some.
I had a
Okay.
big fish fry and chicken fry for
No.
some people
That's
yesterday.
for Mercy. Mercy.
With pinto beans,
Okay.
So,
collard greens,
is this the one you got?
macaroni and cheese.
Where's Mercy?
What's the color?
There she is.
She likes playing peekaboo.
Slate.
I'll be right back.
I think that is.
Take the world, give me Jesus. But it's just been a song for so long. But
You can
until
have
people
this
is like, you can have this world, like you can have it. Just give me Jesus. Until you get to that place, and you know when you're there. It's then and only then that God can do anything. But because if you're trying to hold on to anything, you can't do anything with it. A sacrifice life now is the acceptable sacrifice. It used to be you bring a lamb to the temple before Jesus come, and that was like how you. That's how you like reconciled your relationship. Every year they would have to bring a lamb. So all the sins that they did that year, this lamb would be the reconciliation between you and God, and you're good until next year. And so now, when Jesus came, he's the Lamb of God that took away the sins of the world. Now, the only acceptable sacrifice to God, because he sent his son, is you got to sacrifice your life. That's it. There's nothing, no other sweet smelling incense that you could burn besides you have it all. You got me. What are we doing? Tell me what to do. And then he's like, okay, now I can work with that. You don't have to know anything. You don't have to know a verse of the Bible yet. You don't have to know those words right there from the heart. God, I don't even know what this stuff means, but I'm starting today. You can have it all. And then just open up anywhere. So open up in Habakkuk. Start wherever you want. And he'll start speaking to you.
Habakkuk, a minor.
Start speaking to you.
Wish I could learn more. So,
You just have to be willing to go through that process. And it's brutal. It really is. When you read how Jesus had to deal with the disciples and consistently teach them and change their mindset and do all this, when the disciples were following him, they weren't doing ministry. They were literally being rewired. And so, the first part of your journey of you can have it all, give me Jesus, is literally he's just gonna unravel you and just rebuild you. It's not gonna be about anybody else. It's not going to be about what that person did to you, what she did to you, what your mom did, or what whoever did, or what your dad did. Like, it literally is not going to be about anybody else but you. And that's going to be the hard part, because you're going to be like, but God, like, this happened. But God, like, what would you expect? God, this is what I saw growing up. But God, you know, it's like, it's all about you. And once he starts dealing with you, then you're at a mature state to be able to deal with everybody else. Which that time will come. You'll have to. It would have been easy for me to not ever have to, like, deal with what happened with my dad and the growing up and all the things, but I did, and I'm glad I did, you know. But it didn't start with him; it started with me, and so. But the only way I see to get through any of it is just surrendering to God in a real way. Like, this is not like raise my hand, I want to get baptized on this date, and, you know, this is like
Raise my hand.
yeah, this is like real, like this is real surrender, and so.
Just my inner.
Totally. And that might be part of the reason why you struggle with, like, you don't know what you want to do. That's amazing.
It is.
Because you haven't met the person that's created you to do whatever you're supposed to do yet. And once you meet him, he's going to be like, dude, Devin, like, I created you on purpose for this purpose. And when you hear that whisper, like, you'll go to sleep and wake up just craving to do that. But until you are told by the person who knit you together in your mother's womb why he did that, because a lot of people don't even know what, like, you know, I was an accident or this happened or whatever. Everybody think, no, God literally knit you together in your mother's womb for this purpose. Every single person God put in their mother's womb for a purpose. There are no accidents. And God doesn't make anything that doesn't have a purpose to operate. Look at creation. All of creation has a reason why they're here. So do we. And so, you know, we talk about tasting things, doing this, doing that. And it's like, yes, do all those things. Because that road will lead you to why he created you. You see what I'm saying? It's like Joseph. No, David. David was anointed to be king. But then he tended to sheep, and he had a bunch of brothers. He was the youngest brother. He tended to sheep, had a bunch of brothers. He was the youngest brother. And so Samuel the prophet came up to anoint, you know, God sent Samuel to the house of Jesse, which was his dad, to anoint one of the sons. He didn't say which one, to be the next king of Israel. So he brought all his sons in, but David was out with the sheep because his dad was like, it's surely not going to be David. And so he brought all the sons in, and then he went around the room and he was like, do you have any other sons? Like, because God, like, it's none of these sons. And he's like, well, there's David. He's in the field. And he was like, nobody's sitting down until David gets here, because they had a whole feast prepared. So they couldn't even, like, sit at the feast and do anything until David came in. So David came in, and then God was like, that's him. So David got anointed to be king, but then he went back in the field for 20 years to tend to sheep, knowing he was the next king of Israel, of a nation. Be like, you know, God telling you you're going to be the president of the United States, but then you're going to go be a garbage man for 20 years. Every day you're on that truck and thinking like, I thought I was supposed to be president, you know? And so what I'm saying is, when you're out, this is how practical this can be. Like, in your lives, taste this, do that, reach out to this person, do that. Like, God has a purpose for you, but you might not be walking into that purpose and that destiny for another 20 years. Why? Because God needed 20 years in the field with David, because as a shepherd, you were there alone. It's just you out in the middle of the field with wolves and bears and sheep, keeping them safe. So God needed 20 years with David to, like, prepare him for the weight of being a king of a nation. And so it's like, even when you know what you're supposed to do, like, I know what my life is supposed to be. I'm not there yet. I know I'm not there yet. I'm just tending to sheep. I got 6 of them. It's just the route that he's taking me on. And so, almost 7. So you have to be patient. Even though you know that, and that's where humility comes in, and that's where patience comes in, and that's where all these things, like when he promised Abraham, you're gonna have descendants that are gonna number the stars. He told Abraham that he didn't have any kids. Then it took him 20 years just to have one son. It It was the wrong son. He slept with his servant because he got impatient. And then he had the right son. And then there came, and so it's like God will say something to you, but you have to know, like, it might not happen tomorrow. And I think that's a lot of disconnect where a lot of these people, like, your breakthrough's coming tomorrow. No, it's not. It's just not. It's like, biblically, it doesn't, like, add up for the most part. Yes, there's times where God opens the blind eyes and does the things. Like, you'll have those moments, but when it comes to what you were created for on this earth, it might take, and I'm gonna be honest with you, because I came around the same stuff that y'all came around. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, it's gonna be a good 5, 6, 7, 8 years for God to prepare you for whatever it is that he created you for, because there's gonna be a lot of work he wants to do in you. And so have the patience. Like, it's been 7 years for me now, and I don't think I'm even close to being where he wants me to be. Like, I'm just not. Like, I thought I was a new market. I thought I was tasting, about to see it, and then he's like, not yet, and sell it all. And so that just let me know it's just like probably another 10 years, another decade, you know. But I have the patience because I know, like, I found my name on the scroll. I know how this plays out. I could raise my kids, and they could be y'all's age, and then God could put me on the platform that I'm supposed to be on, and I'm totally okay with that. I got 30 years, a lot more wisdom, raised 7 kids, if not more, 30 years married, like so many other life lessons that I can now add value. No, he's not in here. That I can add value to humanity instead of trying to rush and put myself on a platform that I could have some impact, but it won't be what God intended. So all I would tell y'all is, if you did go through this process and you find God and he's in your heart, you find out when you're created for, be patient. Like, just be totally patient. But it'll happen. Yeah. God, we just thank you for this time of family. I mean, you orchestrated this. We didn't know we were coming down here until 72 hours ago. And just pray that this moment that you gave us, that it would manifest into some sort of transformation in their lives. I pray that they walk out of here never the same. Let this be the moment that they encountered you, met you, and in an RV in the middle of Chattanooga, they can have this marked forever in their life, that this is how you work. Doesn't always have to be a service, doesn't always have to be a church. It can just be burning bush moments like Moses in the middle of the wilderness, 40 years serving his father-in-law after leaving, being the son of Pharaoh in a palace. He's just tending to sheep, serving his father-in-law, and you meet him at a bush, and it changed a nation's outcome forever, delivered them from 400 years of slavery. So I know that this can be one of those moments where you met them in an RV, and from here it can change not only the outcome of their life, but the outcome of the lives of their families and the families and the kids that are going to come from them. So we just thank you for being faithful. Keep them safe as they go home. We love you. Continue to speak to us and provide for us in Jesus' name. Yellow.
And Bradley, he said, I'm not his best friend. I'm afraid of him.
Bye-bye.